It's the year 2085. The land is barren with dust flying everywhere. Children are starving, people are dying. There's no more land left to make food. It's another dust bowl like the one that led to the Great Depression, but this time it's not just because of poor farming practices and freak weather, but the weather is a result of climate change and will never go back to normal.
This is the future of our Earth if we don't take action at once. We have only one Earth, but we're not treating it that way. Government and weather influence farming practices, which has increased food prices.
I can't make a fresh salad here.
Let's get locally sourced organic vegetables so they have less chemicals and they're not genetically modified. And they don't add carbon emissions from transportation or packaging.
Wow, that really sounds like a wonderful idea.
We only have tomatoes from Mexico.
And we only have $2, so we can't afford the organic tomatoes.
Easy to make the connection of how climate change is affecting our weather, but most people don't realize how conventional agriculture is adding to greenhouse gases that add to climate change.
Conventional farming practices are not as sustainable as you would think. The journey of our produce begins when farmers cut down trees in the rainforest and burn them to clear the land, adding to greenhouse gases. Then the land is tilled, releasing the sequestered carbon dioxide, contributing to global warming.
Tilling and the added chemical sprays farmers use to make soil erode and become dirt, which is known as desertification, which is what happened to cause the Dust Bowl.
According to the documentary Kiss the Ground, our farming practices have desertified 2/3 of Earth's farming land, leaving only 60 years of harvest left.
Tilling is only the beginning of the problems associated with conventional farming. Once crops are harvested, they need to be packaged and shipped, which requires a lot of fuel, adding even more to carbon emissions.
Take, for instance, tomatoes. The tomato is one of the most consumed foods in New Jersey, but how does it get here? The place where most tomatoes and avocados are grown for the USA is in Sinaloa, Mexico. The plantations are about 2,742 miles away from our local grocery store in New Jersey.
That's really far away. This leads to our next point, food quality and cost. In an effort to protect our produce, farmers use genetically modified seeds that can withstand even more chemical sprays. Since much of the produce that we consume comes from other countries, it can take up to 3 weeks to consume. Nutrients are depleted during the time it takes farmers to harvest, wash, package, then transport, deliver, and stock grocery store shelves. So not only are we consuming older foods, but they are drenched in toxic chemicals.
We wanted to find a sustainable solution to agriculture that would be free by repurposing materials that would normally end up in the landfill. We engineered a hydroponic system that can grow larger produce like tomatoes and peppers from seeds we harvested from local produce, so our system eliminates CO2 emissions, reduces landfill waste, and provides 100% of the produce nutrients. Hydroponics also uses less water, 0 chemicals, and can be grown year-round.
After building our prototype and sharing it with Fulfill, our local food bank, they invited us to teach 2 workshops, one to the community and one to other local school teachers. We also put a DIY video on YouTube, which had over 100 views in less than 5 days, made several posts on social media, and taught our school and community about our system during the Community Makers Day event at the Shrewsbury Public Library, Innovation Day night at our school, and the NJTEA annual convention.
The events we participated in drew a lot of attention, and we were interviewed by our local newspaper, The Coaster.
We published an article about our project to help our mission of reaching even more community members.
With the in-person events, social media posts, and published website, we estimated that we reached about 340,000 people, and hope our design will continue to travel around the world.